What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. This is going to be part 3 of the John Boat bass style build. My last video, I said part 3 was going to be getting that motor running. I think that motor is actually blowing the more I look at it. So we're going to be doing something a little different this time.
My pants is falling down.
Your pants are falling down?
Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay. So for this episode, we're going to be just continuing on with the build. You might notice I have painted the inside of this. One sec. I need to go fix his pants, apparently.
Yeah.
Are your pants fixed now?
No.
Yeah? Can I keep making the YouTube video?
Yeah.
Yes. All right, I got his blessing. Anywho, you might notice this is painted black. I started painting it a little bit, specifically the inside, so I could kind of keep going with the interior build. I have not sprayed the outside other than just a single coat over the top of the outside. And then we're going to do a couple more coats of paint on the outside and then clear coat it. But for the inside, there's like 2 or 3 coats on it of just black paint right now. So that works really well. We're going to go with the Hengkai motor for now until I can find a 10 horse to put on the back of this thing. And looking at Facebook Marketplace, I don't know how long we're going to keep this thing because boats right now are fairly cheap. And I might buy like an actual like full bass boat that will fit the family a little bit better. But I want to see this project through, and the more we put into it, usually the more time we put into it, usually the more money you can get out of this. So we're going to keep going on this build. I will dub in a picture right here of the trolling motor I picked up. It's a 45 pound thrust 12 volt trolling motor. I picked up in Bemidji today for like 175 bucks. It has the pedal control and everything. And then one of the local fleet supply stores in Bemidji today, shout out to L&M, not sponsored or anything, just love that store. They were doing a 20% bucket sale today, so anything you could fit in a bucket was 20% off. So we picked up some cleats, four zigzag cleats, as well as this adjustable pedestal, which is going to go right here. And then I'm actually going to take the seat off of the extra seat for the fish house that we have, because it should bolt right up, and use that for now. And then we're going to be finishing up the front of this thing and building that little trolling motor stand for the front. We'll get that wired up. And then we're going to use a plastic 50 cal ammo can as kind of our wiring base instead of us having to drill into this. It's completely removable then I can just pull that out and put it on the next boat. And then there's no wiring that goes with the Hengkai motor. And then we're just gonna do battery operated lights for this thing in the off chance that we actually use it at night. Then we need to finish painting this thing and staining the bench style seat in the back. So we have a few things to do. So I'm gonna bring you along and we'll kind of figure out this as we go. So nothing is bolted down, but this is where I wanna have this thing mounted, is kind of right in the middle. This is totally adjustable, so it goes up and down, and then we'll be able to bolt straight through the framing for the casting deck, and then I can actually put the trolling motor foot pedal here, because pretty much out to these hinges is going to be the base of where the trolling motor actually connects to. And then the wire will run back there where I can run it, because we still want to be able to use this hatch, so we might even wind up running the wires up underneath here. I haven't decided. But yeah, so that's going to go right there. Let's get that completely bolted down, and then we'll kind of see how much room we have. Now that we got the chair completely bolted up, this also spins. The moving you're hearing is just the adjustable pedestal. We're going to build the mount for the trolling motor. This is a fairly big base. Here it's definitely for a bigger boat, but it's just what it came with, so we're going to work with it. We're going to build a platform right here. It's going to go up over this. We will carpet this, and then we will drill this or bolt this into a piece of wood as well. And then trolling motor will hang off right here. This is going to be level. Trolling motor will hang off right here. We'll run the wires probably up underneath here, and we'll mount the pedal somewhere in here. And we got to figure out how to mount the wires here with the hatch as well. But we'll get that once we get the front end built. If you're new to watching these videos, or if you haven't seen part 1 and 2 in the playlist that this video is connected to, make sure you guys go and watch them. It'll kind of help get you to understand kind of where this build is going and how we got to this point. Let me preface this by saying I've never built a boat. I built a lot of cool things. You know, the Jeep, the bike over here, the four-wheeler, you know, the two snowmobiles right here. And if you've been with this channel long enough, there's been a lot of stuff that's been bought and sold that I've built, but I've never done a boat before. So I'm very new to this. So just bear with me here. It's going to be a trial and error. But I'm going to flip the camera around and I'll kind of show you what I'm thinking and a quick mock-up for this build, and we'll go from there. Okay, it doesn't look like much right now, but this is how I want the trolling motor to sit. I want it to sit at this angle, so there's plenty of clearance for that prop on there, so it can move around, and that way we can also adjust the depth that it goes as well. I want it to go off that side, just because, I don't know, it's just how I put it here. My plan is to use a bigger piece of wood underneath, drill that straight down into the bench seat with some longer deck screws and really make it solid. And then from there, bolt up this green treated piece of pine here on this side. Take this piece, cut it down, have a nice green treated piece of pine here. That'll make a nice level working space, and then trim some plywood and put plywood right over the top, epoxy it, and then carpet it, and then we will bolt down here. There are 6 bolt points in here. The guy I bought it from says I don't need to use all 6. I'm gonna try to use as many as I can. We're gonna use the same bolts we used for the chair because this is very solid. We're gonna use some thicker bolts, nuts, and then I have some fender washers. Up there we're going to use to hold this in. This will also leave us room for us to run the wires back to the pedal as well. And I also want this not to be a permanent thing in here because I don't know how long we're going to have this boat. This is a little John boat we might use for duck hunting or fishing, who knows, kind of thing. I mean, as you can see, it's not even fully painted yet. But it's a nice little casting deck, definitely a nice little one person, or me and Brooks, or maybe me and Brooks and Courtney if it's a nice calm day. But let's get this stuff mounted in. And we will bring you back once I get this kind of built. Okay, so a lot has changed. I had the plywood on here. It's been epoxied and then covered in carpet. Carpet's a little loose, but as it heats up, it will definitely shrink a little bit. I gotta put carpet on the inside here. And then when I put this on here, I realized how heavy this was. So there is just a brace 2x4 here, drilled down there as well. So I'm gonna get the actual motor on there, but it's very sturdy. I mean, I'm shaking the whole boat, and it's not a huge one. It's only, I think, 45-pound thrust. Let me look here. It's a Motor Guide X3 45-pound thrust. It's just a 12-volt system. So that'll hang right off the front, so that'll be nice. It's bolted in along with lock washers and fender washers. Just gotta put carpet up underneath there, and then we'll have another little kind of storage thing to shove under there. This does not affect the hatch too much. I mean, obviously the hatch can't sit open on its own, but this is gonna be mostly for like anchors, life jackets, stuff like that. It's not gonna be one we're gonna leave open like maybe these will be with the tackle boxes and stuff like that. I also have some rod holders I need to install. I was thinking about installing them right here, but with all that moving up there, I don't think I wanna do that. I think I'm gonna wind up doing them here. I'm gonna wind up cutting a little bit off the bottom here so I can use both screw holes and get them in there as well. All right, so I got the actual trolling motor itself mounted up here. It's in almost its longest or deepest position it's in right now, because I need to figure out how far exactly I can hang this over, because I'm trying to sacrifice as much space in the boat. I can adjust it obviously once we get to the lake, but I might wind up taking this and just turning it a little bit to bring this in here. This rope is gonna fly around while we're driving on the road, so I am gonna take a zigzag cleat and just put a zigzag cleat right here. We can just wrap the trolling motor wire up to right there, so I'm gonna worry about that flying around. I did mount the pedal right here. Let me walk over here. It originally was going to be right here, and we were gonna hide the wires, but how long the wires are, I decided to kind of move off to here. We are gonna lose a cup holder, maybe, unfortunately. I don't know, probably not. We still have that one over there. It's just screwed into the deck right now. We're gonna have to play with it and kind of adjust it as we go, because the main standing port's gonna be right there. Can obviously sit right here, Second person can sit back here and fish off the back. But yeah, so it's mainly gonna be 1 to 2 person boat at the deepest. I have not crawled up in there yet to test it because, well, it's still muddy and I don't want to get the carpet all muddy. But that is how far I've gotten with this so far. I still have some finishing touches to do. I need to throw a couple more staples in here. This carpet's pretty loose. And then I need to redo the carpet on those hatches as well. So let's get on to the next thing. All right, guys. So Mother Nature is actually not cooperating with this video in the slightest. It is March 22nd, and we are supposed to get 5 to 6 inches of snow, including freezing rain beforehand tonight. And it's like 6 degrees outside. Like, I am freezing, but I'm just filming this outro here quick. So I can get this video up because it's been about 2 weeks since I posted. You can actually see my breath. So what that means is we can't paint. I can't stain. There's really not a whole lot else I can do on this thing until I can do that, including anything with the trailer. Can't touch the trailer either. So I'm actually gonna cut this video off here. It's gonna be a little on the shorter side. In this video, we got pedestal mounted, the chair mounted, we got the trolling motor mounted on top of our build right here, including getting some more carpet on. We got 1 rod holder mounted. I have the other ones right here, but you know, Walmart and all their great quality control. I actually managed to buy a melted one, so I need to get a few more of them. Other than that, there's not a whole lot I can do on this boat until it warms up. So until next time, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell because I don't know when it's going to warm up enough where we can keep doing this, but I'm going to try to keep getting you guys videos. Warm weather's coming, I promise. Appreciate you guys checking out this video. I'm going to add this to the playlist for the John Bass Boat build, and we will go from there. But until next time, thanks for tuning in. Bye. Where was this like 2 months ago?